So I'm with George West, the captain of the men's rugby team for Gloucester. So it was obviously quite a disappointing start to the season for you, but things have got a lot more promising since Christmas. Does that fill you with confidence going into today's game?
Yeah, definitely. I think the way that we've progressed as a team throughout the year has been brilliant. We've had a lot of freshers come into the team as second years who hadn't played first team rugby, so it was a bit of a shock, and I think the standard kind of took us aback a bit, but we've had more time to gel, and especially through this last six to eight week period where we've been training 6 times a week, we've come together massively, and we're so excited to get out there today.
Now, is there added pressure knowing that the varsity could be all dependent on the men's game today?
I think it's been talked about, but it's one of those ones that we're not really too focused on. We're focused on our game. We want to go out there and perform more than anything. If the win comes, the win comes, but if we perform first, the victory will follow, and I fully back the 1 to 23 that we've got these boys.
Fabulous. And are you hopeful that you will get the hat-trick today that you're dreaming?
Yeah, I know, it's been pretty mad really. I think coming in as a fresher to first you think, I'll be playing first team rugby, to then thinking, I'm going to be captain, and then to potentially do 3 in a row at Varsity is something that you'd kind of really dream of. To do it in front of everyone here as well would be brilliant, and a really good way to end my 3 years at university here.
Best of luck today.
Perfect, thank you very much.
I'm with the coach of the UOG men's rugby team, Chris Downs, ahead of today's varsity game. So it was quite a disappointing start to the season for the lads, you might say. Would you say that it's become a lot more promising recently and fills you with confidence ahead of today's game?
Yeah, I think the start of every year depends on what you lose. So the guys that graduate, and we lost a lot of our key players in key positions last year. So it's taken sort of 6 or 7 games for the boys to hit their straps really, and develop and work off the pitch and get to know each other. So yeah, we arrive at a good place. I'm confident.
So you'd say the preparations have gone well ahead of today's clash?
Yeah, we lost one of our hookers to a bad leg break, which is never ideal, but yeah, the guys are prepped, they're ready. It's whether they can handle the occasion more than whether they're good enough players really.
Okay, best of luck today.
Thank you very much.
So we're ready for the final game of the day and the final game of Varsity 2018 at Sixways Stadium. The men are warming up just behind me, and it's all to play for the final game, with University of Gloucestershire and University of Worcester tying at 13 points following the University of Gloucestershire women being defeated by University of Worcester 44 points to 31. Here's hoping that it'll be a fab game, and the weather is starting to look a lot brighter for this afternoon's match.
University of Gloucestershire getting into the huddle, and same as University of Worcester. Looks like we do have a good game on our hands, as this is the decider, and we have to say this is incredible. This will be the decider of Varsity.
Couldn't have written it if you try, could you? I mean, we went into the women's game, Gloucester knowing that a win in women's rugby would secure Varsity, and history said that Gloucestershire women's rugby should win that game. Didn't happen at all. It wasn't what we were looking for at all. A heavy defeat at the hands of Worcester, who were clinical in their finishing, unlike Gloucestershire, who weren't, led to a Worcestershire victory. Now we're going to the men's game, and it couldn't be closer.
It couldn't.
I'm absolutely buzzing with excitement.
Brilliant.
Another good tackle there, and that was Smith in the second row making that initial hit. But as Gloucester continues to strike.
Oh, and that's a great carry by Darville. What a maul.
Powerful run there.
With the protection of Darville and Edwards there.
That was touched on just slightly. It's going to be the fullback, Sadler.
And that is a great tackle from Alex Harris. Oh, my mistake, that wasn't Alex Harris, that was Kieran Neeson. What a good pace there.
Well, that's kicked away by scrum half Hendy, who pops it out into touch, straight into touch. He was inside his own 22, so that will be a line out just short of halfway to the light blue of Gloucester.
Josh Frost on the right wing looking quite like a big throw winger.
Oh, it's intercepted by Gloucester! They're looking wide! They're driving over Worcester, trying to defend, but the options are out wide. Now they can look left if they recover this ball in time. Gloucester pushing. You've got none at the back there trying to just hold this one up. You've also got Hall in there acting as an absolute unit to get past, but Gloucester continue to drive with this maul. They're pushing, and they got over. The referee's sitting in the try! Gloucester just scored! And the Varsity finale begins in Gloucester's way.
That looks like it was scored by Luke Panton. That is a veteran of...
How long has he been here? I mean, he's been here longer than I've been here for sure.
And we are definitely going.
We are leaving at the end of this third year. He has done more than 3. The big fella pushes over to score. And Gloucestershire are first on the board. It is 5-0. This is Varsity Live. I'm Callum Helliwell. I am with Daft Matheson. And we are reporting on the winner-takes-all contest, which is so exciting, isn't it?
It's always the bet, and always a venue like this as well.
Oh, fantastic.
To finish it off is just incredible. And now we can safely say that the University of Gloucestershire are in the lead as well.
The chant of "You're Not Singing Anymore" has already begun, but Gloucestershire fans should not get too excited. We all remember what happened in the women's game. Worcestershire took an early lead, and look how close that game became.
So as it stands now, it is University of Gloucestershire 7, University of Worcester 0.
Haynes maybe looking to make that run out wide, but again Gloucester pour forwards through the forwards. The pack, the ball is there to be played, says the referee. Again, now it's dug out the back. It's going to be a back move here. A chip across the field, into the hand of
Frost.
Oh, Frost makes a spin, hand of a man. Can he score? He has done. What a try! What a try! What a brave move from Gloucester. A brilliant kick from the fly off Gavin Dean, and a brilliant pickup, handoff and try from Josh Frost. An absolutely superb bit of rugby there. Josh Frost, he had a lot to do when he caught that ball. Caught it, handed a man off, had a little spin, showed the twinkling feet, and scored in the corner.
We can see Kieran Leeson down there with the water. He does seem to be strapped up quite heavily on his left knee. Not sure if that maybe has something to do with it.
It is short, meaning the score will remain 12 points to 0 in favour of the University of Gloucestershire. What can Worcester do now? You find yourself 2 scores down. It's not as open as the women's game was. They just need to put their foot in here and try and get the next points on the board. Whether it's 3, 5 or 7, they'll take anything right now. Sadler picked it up. He's done a move that Scotland made famous in international rugby. He's picked it up and he's driving forward, straight up the middle. Oh, it was beautiful rugby to see.
Very intelligent rugby there.
Getting pushed along.
Now we're going to have to see how Gloucestershire can do.
Worcester roll it forward. It's not going to be a try here. That's definitely going to be held up. But they're looking to push it out wide. Out wide, they've got the option of the number 8 Haynes and Blackwell on the other side, but it's not to try and score.
That is
a big try by Worcester. Has not barreled his way over from 5 metres out. And that is all made up from the superb play by Sadler, a move that Scottish rugby did make famous a few years ago, picking it up from the centre of the ruck when everyone else was trying to ruck around to, and running that ball straight down the middle. Great play there from Sadler. He gets that one perfectly fired now, so that is Hendy making the score. 12 points to 7 in favour of Gloucestershire, who have really taken a foot off the gas in this last couple of moments. And it's picked up by Gloucestershire, who have options on the outside.
Good hands there by Hopkins.
Oh,
Dean,
straight away!
good hands there.
He's got the option on the outside,
and he goes through.
He's using his speed.
Dean.
He's got the number 8 behind him, and he scored in the right hand side.
That is a try
Dean.
for the University of Gloucestershire.
What an effort from Dean there. He had players all over him. He had Haynes hanging off him like a mite that wouldn't move. He was clinging on for dear life, and he tried, but he just couldn't bring him down. Great play by the Gloucester back line there. They saw there was space out there. They took advantage. I thought the option was out right, but Dean took it on, and he managed to just about force his way over for the try. Stepping up to say this is Dean. It's from a right touchline. He's using his right foot. He's really got to push this to the left.
Takes the kick, and that looks short.
That is wide. That is wide and short. So the score will remain at a mighty 17 points to 7, 10 points in it. That is half time, and what a way to end the half. The University of Gloucestershire leading, the crowd are on their feet. This is going to be an absolute thriller of the second half. I can't wait to see it. I'm sure Daft can't wait either. A reminder, the score is 17-7.
What do you think of the first half so far, Callum?
It's been superb. I mean, Worcester have been good. They've done really well. They've attacked from the breakdown. They've looked really good in the forward pack, and Sadler as a fullback looks exciting. on behalf of Gloucestershire, you've got to think that as a team, they've worked really well as a unit. They've attacked when they've had the opportunities to, and they haven't rushed themselves. And I can't wait for the second half to begin. Here we go for the second half of the decider. The winner will take all in Varsity 2018. It's a great take
Darville.
there.
Good catch by Darville.
And again, the Worcester props and forwards getting involved straight away.
Reese to West to Johnny Lloyd.
Johnny Lloyd
And he's
finds the
going
hole.
through.
He finds the hole. He's only got Sauer.
Lloyd to
West
West.
on the ball.
He's on his
Sauer
own.
brings them down.
Darville comes to
There is support there for him eventually. A little bit slow in getting there for
Reese
Gloucester.
to Dean to Hopkins to
Out
Larkins.
Suddenly it's a captain, a great tackle from Stevens who drives him back another 5 yards.
Dean.
Dean drops his shoulder again. He runs straight into the waiting arm of the Gardner, but that was a high tackle. So Gloucestershire have the advantage. Looking to bring it around
Hopkins
to the blind
to
side.
Lloyd.
Lloyd, who has done very well since being on the field. He's been superb.
Dalival.
Great tackle there by Varsity. And the scrum half trying to weave his way through, sniping and diving at the edge of the rucks. Looks like Dolival's surely going to push this out wide. Into the hands of the 10. No, he goes himself.
Dalival on his own.
He's a little bit isolated here. He's shackled, he's wrapped up by Smith, but they've maintained the ball. Worcestershire look to be icing
Dean.
these rucks now, not really committing many men to him.
Hayes.
Popped it up.
Larkins.
Out with open play, it is going to come back for a Gloucestershire penalty. And Worcester can't seem to get anything to pull their way right now.
No, it looks like University of Gloucestershire have started to gain momentum here in the second half. That was a great run by Johnny Lloyd and George West right there.
Seems to be a little bit of confusion over lack of rugby balls to start this game off. We've already lost one, having spent 10 minutes trying to get it. We're now on to ball 3 or 4 in this game.
I think
now.
it's ball 3, yes.
Yeah. I don't want to alarm anyone, but the wind is about to turn the rain right in our direction as Lloyd.
John Lloyd.
The maul is rolling.
There we go, that's a
Gloucester
big
rolling
maul
that
there.
ball. It's a great maul, it's got
And that
to be
is a try.
Unbelievable work from the forwards. Absolutely unstoppable. Worcester couldn't even see it coming. Superb try from Gloucester.
And it is the scrum half, Owen Rees. There, oh, my mistake, that is not the scrum half, that is Charlie Sitchell there.
He's played flanker today and he has been all over the place, hasn't he? He is
Oh, Sitchell, no, that is the hooker
hooker
there.
actually, isn't it?
Hooker, yeah,
The
Charlie
hooker,
Sitchell has been...
Charlie Sitchell, who does not look like a hooker.
Yeah.
Doesn't have hooker size, but he's got the mentality of a little scrapper that gets involved in everything. Just to remind you all, it was Stevens that came on for Worcester, Woodcock that came on just before that try was scored. Another little mention to the physio for Worcester, whose knee seems to not be in the greatest of shapes. Kind of worrying if you're looking for someone to get. Still options. He's dumping again.
He keeps going.
And they roll forward.
Alexis. To
Out to
Williams.
the replacement hooker who's just buried a man there.
Big shot by Williams there.
Out wide. It's pinged up behind Jenkins.
Hopkins.
They're looking for the space.
Frost.
And it's out there, Harris.
To Harris,
He's
and he's
put
got
it in
the
the
pace.
corner. He has
And
scored.
that's
Alex Harris has scored. Gloucestershire look to be home and dry, and Varsity will stay. Stay, I tell you, stay with the cheese in Gloucestershire. And Alex Harris goes over, takes advantage of the overlap, uses his speed, and puts it down in the corner. What a try. That is a good kick. It's got the distance, it just hasn't got the accuracy, so that makes the score 27.27. It's a 20-point difference here at Sixway Stadium. The crowd is going mad. Glossy the goat seems to have lost his head, which is slightly concerning for all involved.
Johnny Lloyd.
And that line out rolls
And they're
forward.
going to push
it's
through.
A rolling maul. Can Worcester stop it? I don't think they can. It's
And
another
that is another try for the University of
Gloucestershire. That makes it 32 points to 7. Here we go. It's kicked. It's got the height. Has it got the direction? It does!
Yeah,
What a way to end it! What a way to end it! And Gloucestershire have won Varsity is the cheeses, and we have had what a day.
What a game it has been here at the Sixway Stadium.
The University of Gloucestershire are the 2018 Varsity champions after winning 34-7 against the University of Worcestershire, meaning they've won the Varsity Series 14-13, retaining their title from last year.
It's another year of Varsity, it's another year of success. The trophy remains in the hands of the blue and blue, and we couldn't be prouder of everyone involved.
There is a little queue of crutches as well for Emir Court and Henry Edwards, the two Welsh boys there.
And for those who are having their final Varsity, what a moment for these Gloucestershire boys. Some have been here for 3 years, some have been here for too long. And it has been a wonderful occasion for them. The future does look bright for a lot of these younger lads who are playing.
Absolutely outstanding performance from you and the boys today.
Thank you very much.
What a way to end your career at UOG for rugby.
Yeah, I know, it's kind of pretty much a fairy tale for me in terms of, I know a few of the other boys, it's their last game. We gave it all, especially in that second half, and I think it just shows the testament to the hard work we put in to keep playing, and to have them after 60 minutes was our plan, and we stuck to it, which is good.
So what's next for the boys that are staying on?
Well, I think it's just gonna enjoy tonight, have a few beers. I'm not gonna lie, I'll see you in Fever, but I think it's just head down. We've got our end of season doing that, and then pre-season we go again. We want to get promoted next year into Prem B, so that's a real ambition, and that's what they'll be working towards next year.
Fabulous. Well, outstanding performance today,
No
so
problem.
congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Superb performance from the University of Gloucestershire, bringing it back from the dead.
I couldn't think of anybody better to interview as the last person for Varsity for 2018. Alex Burnett, the SU Sports. How are you feeling?
Absolutely ecstatic. It was possibly the closest competition we've ever had, never before has it come down to the last fixture. So I've been pacing up and down the pitch the whole way through, just making sure that we came away with this lovely bad boy.
Fabulous. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.